Florida today at Camping World Stadium for what ought to be a terrific matchup in the Staff DNA Cure Bowl. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs, taking on a team from the MAC, the UMASS Minutemen. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. And he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Louisiana Tech's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. If you look at this game on paper, it really shouldn't be much of a matchup. You have a high-powered offense against, candidly, an overmatched opponent. But, hey, you never know. You got to line up and play the game.
On paper, this is a horrible matchup. But this game's not played on paper, right? Like, this defense, they're going to have to play their best game. They're going to have to play more consistent than they have. They haven't tackled well this season. They're going to have to play their best game against a great opponent. But we've seen upsets happen. They got to get some adrenaline, some emotion, something good to happen early.
I think it has to happen early, David, and then the question is, can they maintain that over the course of the entire game? Listen, it's Kyle.
There he goes. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. The Bulldogs in the hurry-up.
And the defense gives up the first down. And here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Got enough for the first. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of
it's a running room. The tag. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
And the Bulldogs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Direct snap. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown Bulldogs!
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the entire field and you put 6 up on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So an 82-yard drive there. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So UMass offense will take the field for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead and It's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Handoff from the gun. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and the second one, usually he takes me on that.
UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Tight end now in motion. Trying play action. Flips it out to the back. Quick. He smashes his way through again. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Pressure coming. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
They came ready to play, guys. Offense goes right down the field on their first drive to score a touchdown. Another defense is playing lights out. 2nd sack of this opening drive. And one thing this coach does a great job of, he gets his team ready to go, and you're seeing it here on the big stage.
UMass will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. The give to the tailback. Didn't find much room. He'll pick up a couple out to the 5. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the... Had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Set up with a free kick from their own 20. Got a little space. Makes one man miss. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Bringing the heat. He's got the back in the middle. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Maybe a bit of a gamble going for it on 4th and short from their own 46. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
And that's tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's 4th and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, David.
And
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking for a man. It's Kendricks. Makes the grab. And they're able to get him on the ground. And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll run play action. Working the middle. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. A little release to the back. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Get the sack, get in the fumble.
This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left.
Well, not a lot the defense can do on that play. They got a curl route. They're playing zone coverage. Everybody got dropped to their spots correctly, but there was just way too much velocity on that throw. They didn't have a chance to break that one.
And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. That's the end of the period. It's Louisiana Tech holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Quickly complete. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This UMASS offense is moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. They'll run the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. The Minutemen a bit behind the sticks here on 3rd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. He'll pull it down and run. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man in the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. UMass comes to the line facing second and short. Got it! And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Pushes ahead. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. This offense has converted twice on third down on this drive. A third time would put him in the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And the offense, man, he couldn't find anybody open. Like, somebody's got to create some separation. Or, what do? How do I throw a jump ball to one of my big receivers out wide that can go up and dunk on somebody's head and catch the football? Maybe find my big playmakers and try to force him the ball down here in the red zone.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. Smashes it between the uprights. That slices the lead to 2.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. Scanning the field, it's Kendricks. Snags it over the middle. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to...
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
This offense is clicking. Everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
The give to the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game. But finally now, you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. They'll leave it with him. Couldn't really get started there. Pick up a 1 to the 35. Here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Here's the pressure. Quarterback now breaking the field. At the 20, he's got space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold.
When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Finds him out of the backfield. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. the play fake on first down. Got his man. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Turning it on. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man down the middle. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Off the play fake. Looking to scramble. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. He got it. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. A first down run on the doorstep. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UMass!
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ballgame. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. He's got it down the middle. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29. To the air. It's Kendricks. That's caught. It's King. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He's got him. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds a yard short at the 49. Back to throw, time running short in the half. It's caught. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And they missed the opportunity to draw closer, still down by 5.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. A pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got a chance to steal some points here late in the half.
Finds his tight end. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Reese, several notable storylines there, and a first half of a Cure Bowl that absolutely had its moments. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Cure Bowl.
Fielded in the end zone, it's off. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. The UMass offense returns to the field. And they got it done in the first half, but the job now, follow up, close the deal, and bring home a bowl victory.
Finish. You hear teams say it all the time. That applies to them right now, David, here in the second half. It's a lot of really good things, and that first half needs some more big plays here to get this double.
And you've seen it with bowl games. Big swings, man. When the rust comes off after that first half and people get in a rhythm, you've seen big comebacks. So I know they're winning, but keep the foot on the gas. This first possession is crucial.
Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, the running back has it. He has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. UMass will line up to punt it away. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. The long missed field goal squashed any hopes of scoring on the last drive. They'll try to get something done this time. Sweet cut there. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. And the Bulldogs moving quickly to the line.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Off play action. Working that left side now. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw, it's Kendricks. Got his man on the right. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Quarterback on the keeper. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? From the gun to give, looking for room.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half if they keep giving him the football.
What a cut. Now he's loose. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down. UMass hoping that big run will give them some momentum. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. 2nd down coming up. Now the play fake. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Got his man on the outside. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. From the gun, the ground game. He's going to lose a yard on that one. 6 plays brought them here. Now number 7 on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Keeps looking downfield. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Minutemen!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. He'll bring it out. It's DeMarco. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. The inside handoff. Breaks into the open. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
The play action fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo. Dropping back, it's Kendricks. Got his man downfield. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the third downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
Louisiana Tech will have to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. He'll do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So now it's 2nd and long. The give to the back. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got it. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. That's the end of the quarter, and it's UMass holding the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. He'll pull it on the read. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. UMASS to the line, facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. UMASS will line up to punt it away. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. Got room to work. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. And the Bulldogs come to the line in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
Finds the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Back to pass, it's Kendricks. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for him. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point on.
The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He's got it on the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Under fire. It's complete to the left. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Wide receiver going in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He'll off one deep down the left side. Makes the grab inside the 30. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, UMASS.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
He'll try to tack on one more. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Louisiana Tech, 7.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win.
There he goes. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. And the Bulldogs want to crank the tempo.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Off-play action on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Another sack on the day. This offense has to do something different. Maybe bring in more bodies, run max protection, keep more guys in to block, only send a couple guys out to run pass patterns. You got to do something different. But bottom line, you got to protect that QB.
The Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking for a physical attack from the guy. And they're able to make the tackle.
And I love the play call. Get it to the running back, chew up some yards so you make third down more manageable. 3rd and 10, 3rd and 9, Jesse. Now as a quarterback, I can be successful.
Yeah, and I think the play worked in part because the defense was expecting pass and that down and distance. So it begs the question now on 3rd and long again, might the offense go back to handing it off to their explosive playmaker at the running back position?
Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
The UMASS offense returns to the field. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Another sack by this defense, but how about this QB? He continues to get back up every single time, still leading his team, still staying positive, still putting them in a good position to win this football game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Kick is in the air. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit. And the
quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Back to throw. It's Kendricks. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch right at the 50. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
Oh, he's got some space. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter.